I'm starting to have this hunch when it comes to MJF and Will Ospreay that these two are always going to be intertwined with one another in AEW for the foreseeable future. And just hear me out, right? MJF is like the Joker to Will Ospreay's Superman, right? These two had a very interesting, intense promo on Dynamite last night. I watched the whole thing, and to me, this was Will Ospreay's best promo that he has ever cut in AEW. Now, initially, I didn't think Will Ospreay was going to be really good on the mic, but it seems that he is improving. It seems that his mic work has definitely gotten better. And I'm starting to think that, for his accent, he is a decent talker. I mean, he's going up against MJF, who is the best talker in AEW. And I can admit, when it comes to MJF, his stock has dropped. Ever since he turned babyface last year and had that friendship angle with Adam Cole, right? Even when he came back in May, he was stale, right? And I feel like MJF as a character has not evolved at all. Nonetheless, he is still AEW's biggest star, right? And I feel like Will Ospreay is not yet on his level, but he is getting to that level. I mean, at this point, I really think Tony Khan looks at Will Ospreay as his number one, or soon to be number one babyface in the company. Because MJF, when it comes to him being a babyface, it just ain't gonna work, right? It's not going to work for him. He is a natural heel, a natural bad guy. He can draw the most heat, right? And if there's anyone that can get Will Ospreay over as a top babyface in AEW, it's MJF, right? It's not Chris Jericho. It's not no other heel. It's MJF. And I feel like these two are going to be one another's equal in the years to come, right? And we never really had that in AEW. We never had that 1A, 1B, type of wrestlers in AEW, where two talents, two wrestlers were side by side, neck to neck, kind of like what John Cena and Randy Orton were back in, PG era, like The Rock and Stone Cold from the Attitude Era, right? You need the Joker and Superman dynamic, and I feel like that fits into Will Ospreay and MJF. That dynamic could work with those two, with these two. Especially when most of the highly regarded talent in AEW, they're all ex-WWE wrestlers. And they're all in their 40s. Most of them are in their 40s. Will Ospreay and MJF are young. They're still in their prime. John Moxley and Bryan Danielson, they're way past their prime. They're not the future. They're not going to lead the company at all. Bryan Danielson, he's bound to retire soon. John Moxley, his time has passed. He's no longer a top guy in AEW. He'll be there every now and then. But the mainstays looks like it's going to be MJF and Will Ospreay. I don't know who else will be a mainstay. I mean, Swerve more likely, right? Swerve feels like he'll be a mainstay, but I think Tony Khan values Will Ospreay more than he values Swerve. It just feels like every now and then MJF and Will Ospreay are going to be feuding. Like, this will be their last feud for a while. And maybe in the next year or two, they're going to run it back for the AEW World Championship. I can guarantee you that. This is going to be one of those feuds for AEW that's going to be long lasting, and it's going to carry the company for years to come.